Hello everyone, what is up and welcome back to the channel iRumors. Well, it's so good to see all of you back. Today is going to be my review of the Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime that I have right over here. I guess I definitely have to do a good introduction over this phone because I'm not sure how many of you remember, because this phone came out exactly 10 years ago, back in 2014, and now it's 2024, so that's exactly 10 years. And this is a 10-year-old phone, and that is how we're going to be taking a look at it. Is it still good 10 years later? Is it working? What can you do with this phone? And much more. So without further ado, let's get started right into the review. Okay, so here is the phone, and let's quickly take a look at the technical specification of this phone. So this is a 5-inch phone with a weight of 156 grams. So that's pretty light, less than 200 grams. Not much phone come out like that nowadays. The weight of this phone is 156 grams with a glass front, and the rest of the entire phone is all plastic, including the frame, the back, it's all plastic. And while we talk about the back, definitely have to mention the removable back that we have right over here. Let's quickly remove the back. Okay, and that is where the battery, the SD card slot, and the SIM card tray lies. So if you want to change the battery or if you want to change the SIM card, you just got to pop the back off. Is that giving all of you nostalgic vibes? Because that definitely gives me. So let's quickly pop this back right on. Quick snap in place and the back sits on. With that done, a quick look at the software, and we know that this is running Android Ice Cream Sandwich, which is Android 4. Other than that, let's take a quick look at the ports right now. One micro USB slot over here, power sleep wake button here, and we've got the volume rocker up and down switch right over here in the left hand side, and at the top we have the famous headphone jack. And at the back, if we take a look over here, we've got the rear camera, the flash, and just a microphone hole. This is just for your calls. The display of this phone, as you can see right here, mine has a small air bubble at the center. I don't know how many of you can notice it, that's just in mine. But other than that, the display is a 5-inch TFT display with approximately 220 pixels per inch density. While we're talking about it, I think it would be nice if we play a video and test the video quality. We're always doing the video test in an indoor environment, so I thought we will do the video test now in an outdoor environment so that we can have an actual representation of how the screen is. As you can see here, I have now got the screen on full brightness, and this is how the video looks like. There's a lot of reflection, and this is on maximum brightness. So that was an outdoor shot of how a video playing on the Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime will look. Because usually if you're going to be using it, it's going to be outdoors too. So I thought maybe I'll just show a representation. And for those of you who are looking for an indoor shot, here you go. And of course, it's much brighter. But I thought the outdoor video was an accurate representation of on how it actually will be in real life. Here I've got some NCS for all of you. I've already put it in full volume. Let's play it. Let's take a look at how the speaker quality is indoors. I can definitely feel the back heating up a lot. This phone has a 2600 milliamp hour removable battery. It's pretty obvious, as you can see right here. I think if I put it from the side, you can see that mine is slightly bloated. And not just that, this phone is really heating up really fast. Oops, I accidentally let the battery fall out while I was putting the back cover back on. So let's just quickly let that sit in. And while the phone restarts, as you can see here right here, that we have a selfie camera and a rear camera right over here. The main camera is an 8 megapixel camera and with video quality of 1080p with 30 fps. Selfie camera is a 5 megapixel, but the video quality is the same, 1080p with 30 fps. Now let's take a look on how the video and microphone on this Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime is. This is a selfie that I took from the front facing camera of the Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime. Take a look at it and let me know how it is in the comments below. Okay, so this is me recording from the front facing camera of the Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime. That means this is the test for the microphone as well. I've got a fan running on top. This is an enclosed room, so do let me know how the audio quality sounds like on the front facing camera of the Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime. This is a photo of my S22 Ultra from the rear camera of the Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime. Take a look at it and let me know how is it in the comments below. This is me recording from the 8 megapixel rear camera of the Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime. Let me know how the audio quality sounds. I've got a decent arm length between me and the phone, so a normal recording style. So do let me know how the audio sounds like in this setting. This is the quality of the rear camera. Just like in all our reviews, let's run the Geekbench. Let's see how this Android ice cream sandwich, which is Android 4, works. And I'm just clicking running Geekbench. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Let's wait for the results and let's get back once the results are ready. That was pretty fast, took like about 2 to 3 minutes, and this is the Geekbench score. And I think some of you would have realized that this is not the newer Geekbench. This is Geekbench 3, and to get the downgraded version of Geekbench in order for it to work, because the newer version of Geekbench just wouldn't work. And these are the scores. The single core is 462 and the multi-core is 1344. These scores were definitely something that I expected. Now that the Geekbench is done, and the phone, I would say, is actually pretty warm. Now we shall try some gaming, see how it works. That is our usual game, Temple Run, because Temple Run works on all the devices, so Temple Run is like a standard in all our reviews. As you can see here, touch is pretty responsive, phone is really smooth, at least for this game. I think you all would have seen how the phone started. Temple Run is like the game that is specifically made for old phones. Okay, so you just saw the gameplay on this phone, and now let's take a quick look at the battery health. I started this review off, I think, with around 70 or 80%, and now it's at 49%. Of course, we definitely can't comment on the battery health because mine, the battery definitely needs a replacement, and I just can't bring myself to do a replacement because I just got it for $15, and I'm gonna get a battery for it. It's gonna cost me around $6 to $7, which it's actually close to half the price of this phone. So definitely not a worthy investment. As you can see here, I've also tried to download YouTube on this phone, and when I click YouTube, it doesn't work. And that is the reason why I had to use the web browser YouTube. Now that we have tested almost every single daily usage task on this phone, I've also included new things like testing the screens outdoors. I hope that has helped you in maybe having a rough idea on this phone. Of course, no one is going to be out there watching my review and going to buy this phone. Since we've tested pretty much everything, I thought I'll just add in my personal experience on using this phone. What I mean by my personal experience is, I'm not going to say that I daily drive this phone, because this phone is impossible to daily drive, and that is mainly because of the software support and the software limitations. Now it's working perfectly, but sometimes it just lags and stutters. Even the camera didn't actually work up till the review. I tried for about a week to get the camera to work, but it just kept stopping. Suddenly it just worked. This review was actually supposed to be done without the camera test. I wanted to let all of you know the camera is just not working, but suddenly the camera started working. So that's, I guess, something which got added on to this review at the last minute. Other than that, for those of you who have used old Samsung phones, you all would know that in old phones, the software keeps stopping. It keeps showing message that TouchWiz Home has stopped working and stopped working. So that message kept popping up on this phone. So that's another issue. I'm sure for a lot of you who are having this phone ever since day one, I'm pretty sure your battery would have spoiled by now. This phone, I just wanted to do a review because all of you know that I especially like to do review on phones that people might have not remembered, not used, or might don't even know that came out. So this is also one of that phones. I'm not sure how many of you remember this phone, because I also didn't know that this phone existed till I buy it. So Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime, right over there. Of course, a 10-year-old phone. The question is not going to be whether you should buy it or not, but well, if you're someone who have used it in the past, or if you're someone who's currently having it, this review maybe might be bringing you nostalgic moments. I don't know. I just had this phone, so I thought it would be nice to do a review on it. Always like to do a review on old tech, so that's my main reason to do the review on the Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime. But other than that, this phone definitely isn't worth buying. But if someone is giving it to you for free, then I guess you might as well keep it. But if you have a spoiled phone, mine is fully working, but if yours is spoiled and it's not working, then that is when you can actually use this phone. And you might be wondering, what shall a broken phone be useful for? And my answer to that is self-repair. If you want to learn self-repair, definitely a broken phone can be useful. Open it up, do a tear down. But that's been it for this review. Just a review that I wanted to do. This review was slightly different from my other one. My others, I'll just say the specs and I will test it out. But this was just a mixture of everything. Not my usual kind of review. Slightly different. I don't know if you'll like it. If you like it, do leave in the comments below. If you don't, then do let me know too, so that I'll just go back to my old style of reviews. If you like this video, do remember to click the like button, turn on notifications so you get notified whenever I post a video, and of course get subscribed. Every single subscription really means a lot to me. It really motivates me to do much better content and really put out better content for all of you to watch. With that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch all of you in the next one. Bye bye.